Hi, I'm Patrick Weinert, founder of The Money Mission, and I help people like you achieve success with your finances so you can lead a more fulfilling life. Today, I want to share a great opportunity with you in order to help you make more money out of the investments that you currently have. So over the next couple of weeks, in a series of videos, I'm going to go through some ideas, some strategies that are going to help you gain more out of the money that you already have. And what I want to do today is I want to touch on the concept of what's known as value investing, right? That's finding those investments that are real bargains that you're able to purchase and you can get a great return on based on the price that you purchased them at. As you know, I spent a good bit of time in the United States Marine Corps managing the Marine Corps' budget. And during that time, I had the privilege and honor of leading a team that achieved great success in managing this organization's money. One of the key lessons that I learned during my time managing the Marines' budget is that one of the things you want to look at when it comes to an investment is how much of a return you're getting for that, right? When it came to the Marine Corps' budget, it was more, hey, I'm putting some money in, and how much combat power or how much combat readiness for the services units am I getting as a result of that? The analogy is slightly different from the market, but the principle is the same. And that is, if I'm buying something, if I'm buying a company, if I'm buying a bond or a CD, how much of a return am I getting from that? And the higher the return and the lower the risk, the better the investment that is. This is the heart of what's known as value investing. And there are a couple of principles that I want to talk to you about value investing today in this video to help get you started in the right way. One of the principles is what's known as the price to earnings ratio. So when I buy into an investment, when I buy into a particular company, I'm looking at how much earnings that company is generating. And if I'm able to pay a price, for instance, for the stock of a given company, and the earnings is relatively high compared to that price, that's going to be a good purchase, assuming that it's a low-risk company, right? So if it's a well-established company like IBM or AT&T, and I've got a good price-to-earnings ratio, that probably will be a very good investment. As a general rule of thumb, what you want to do is you want to look at the previous 3 years average of a company, and you want that PE number to be no greater than 15. That means that on average over the last 3 years, that company has returned between 6 and 7% of the money that you invested in earnings to you. Now that may come back to you in a dividend or it may just be retained by the company, but you want that PE to be no greater than 15 over the previous 3 years. Now most times when you look at the PEs of companies when they're listed on websites, it's just the previous 12 months. And that's not really giving you a full picture. So you want to look at the previous 3 years, the average. Another principle you want to look at is you want to look at the earnings and the earnings growth. So over a period of time, and as a rule of thumb for this as well, I would recommend over the last 10 years, the company should have had positive earnings every year of some kind. That means that each year they had profit of some kind. They didn't take losses. And in addition to that, you want to see that they've had some earnings growth. You don't necessarily want to see rapid growth, but you do want to see some growth. And ideally, it's sustainable. Again, a good rule would be probably about 3% a year or 30% or a little bit more than 30% over a period of 10 years in earnings growth. And that's net income that company has gained. Here are a couple of principles that I'm leaving you with when it comes to value investing. And in our next video, we're going to talk more about value investing. We're going to talk about some more principles. And we're going to talk about some websites that provide you free information on companies that you can invest in that have some of these characteristics. We're going to tie kind of some of this information together for you so it makes it a little bit easier for you to do. As always, please post a comment or a question to this video. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts and questions, and I look forward to serving you better and really getting you the right information that you need. I look forward to seeing you in our next video, and until next time, I wish you unlimited success.